Yeah, I'm a furloughed federal employee, so it means got a lot of free time. Thank you. So I've been getting back into things. I recently got back into martial arts. Yeah. Good. Some people think that's when I say that. That's a punchline. I've almost lost some of the baby weight, yeah. No, but before I deployed to Afghanistan a while back, I got intensive self-defense training. That's right, I have a black belt in Zumba. Because not even the Taliban can handle this. I'm gonna need a second. Okay. But before I got in the government, I had a bunch of weird and kind of disgusting jobs. When I was in high school, I helped perform autopsies. Yeah. Not only that, it was a family business. Yeah. My dad was a medical examiner, and my whole family helped out. My mom, my two older sisters, me. Now, my parents really tried to make every autopsy a fun family outing. After we were done, we would always go out for a nice big meal, usually barbecue. Especially if it was an arson homicide. Because, yeah, it smells exactly the same. Delicious. I bet you're all glad they don't serve barbecue here, yeah. Now, I know it seems weird for a whole family to be doing an autopsy together, and you're not alone thinking that. I mean, we would show up at a homicide crime scene, and we'd pile out of our vehicle. Okay, it was a minivan, not a hearse. I know what you're thinking. And the state troopers and the detectives on the scene would just look at us, and you could hear what was playing in their heads. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Good, I'm glad some people are old enough to remember that show. Some older people are really confused, going, what does that have to do with Sanford and Son? But as you can imagine, I have seen some weird stuff. I mean, I once saw a guy get beaten to death with a salami. I have seen what will happen if you die at home alone surrounded by a bunch of cats. Yeah. And I have seen a lot of autoerotic asphyxiation. If you don't know what that is, just ask your kids. Or Google it at work, it's fine. Every time we had one of those cases, all I could think of is, what the hell are they going to say at the funeral? Well, we're here for Dave, and Dave died doing what he loved. A lot of my friends actually thought what I did was pretty cool because most of my friends were horny teenage guys. And they were jealous of the fact that I had actually been in the same room as a naked woman. The fact that she was dead and decomposing was a minor point. Now, I got paid $20 per autopsy, but we would only do autopsies if it was a homicide or suspicious death. So I'd be sitting there watching the local crime news the way a compulsive gambler watches ESPN. Today, a dangerous situation at a bank robbery downtown. All right, come on, here we go. A group of bank robbers insist they won't be taken alive. All right, this is it, bring it home. But police negotiators were able to resolve the situation peacefully and there were no fatalities. Damn it! Look, I don't mean to seem greedy. I just was trying to save some money up. I wanted to ask out this cute girl in my class and take her to a concert. So yeah, I just needed enough people to die violently. So I could see the spin doctors. Don't blame me, it was the 90s. Eventually, we moved to the happiest place on earth. That's right, Detroit. Yeah, all right. Or as it's known, Detroit, or as it's known among medical examiners, the Big Show. Keep in mind, there was a time back in the 90s when D.C. was declared the murder capital of America. Detroit immediately demanded a recount. See, the problem in Detroit was that we had a lot of homicides, but not a lot of witnesses. Detroit pretty much invented the phrase, snitches get stitches. Yeah. I love that someone just called it out. Yeah, yeah, but it's not even accurate, but it does rhyme better than snitches get shot in the head, stuffed in the trunk of a car, and left at long-term parking at the airport. We even had situations where homicide victims would refuse to cooperate. That's right, homicide victims. You think about that for a second. We had a case once where a guy got shot 5 times in the chest. He was still alive when the first unit responded. The officer on scene tried to get the guy to ID the shooter before he bled out. The guy's last words were, and I quote, "I ain't no snitch. I'm going to take care of this myself." Thank you all very much.